Wow, you guys. Just wow. Okay, so as planned, I met up with Francicia tonight, but a whole lot happened before that. Rewind. So all day today, I was just kind of biding my time. Jimmy and Marisha summoned me to the dining room for another delicious eggs. They served it poached. They didn't even ask how I wanted it, but I wasn't in the mood to argue or make demands. I had a lot on my mind, you guys. So I just kind of wandered around the grounds and moped for a lot of the afternoon, just feeling apprehensive and kind of scoping out the tire swing area, but I daren't start snooping around until I have Francicia by my side. Apparently there's some kind of supernatural artifact or something I'm supposed to dig up from underneath the tire swing by the mighty oak. And I'm not messing with that unless I have some guidance, okay? It's kind of like my manager at work at Hot Topic. Like, she's always telling me, like, it's great how I take initiative, but sometimes I need training, and that's fine. Like, if I'm gonna not fold the Susie Sue t-shirts correctly, like, I want to be corrected. I want to do it well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I always strive to excel, even in this bizarre supernatural situation that I find myself in. So I find myself wandering into the hedge maze. It's this really tall maze. I mean, it must have been like at least 10 feet tall. And, you know, it's these really thick brambles and really thick hedges, you know, like a lot of leafage. So I'm just wandering around, and soon, before I know it, I've actually lost my bearings, turning this way and that. And it's a real maze, you guys. And, like, I don't mess with mazes. Like, it doesn't matter if it's in, like a kid's activity book. Like, I just don't do well with mazes. So, like, you know, I'm totally starting to panic, and I'm considering, like, climbing up the wall of the hedge, and maybe just to get my bearings. And I'm gonna do that when, who do I bump into? Get this. A really cute guy. Like, a young guy, like, my age, was in the hedge maze. He was, like, really pale, and had kind of, like, long, like, dark brown hair that just kind of, like, wisped over. He had kind of this, like, emo haircut. He was really cute. That's not usually totally my type, but because he was, like, a little bit, I don't know, just, like, a little bit rough, like, a little bit emo, you know, punk rock. But something about him just charmed me. Just, he was almost like a modern day Morrissey or something, like a Morrissey for my generation. He just seemed like, he was just, you know, he introduced himself, hello, how do you do? And he had this, like, little tiny hoodie on and these, like, skinny jeans. I mean, he looked like, his style was pretty cute with, like, his studded belt. Like, it was a little 2002, but it was, like, very on point at the same time. And he was holding this pair of shears. And apparently, as he explained to me, he's like, yeah, I'm in charge of trimming the hedges. Like, I'm the gardener, I guess. And I was just like, I mean, talk about fish out of water. Like, what was this cute emo kid doing here in the middle of this hedge maze? Like, I was really confused. But I was kind of crushing on this guy. So his name is Jameson, and, yeah, like, I wanted to inquire further. I got a little flirtatious, as I am wont to do, and I was like, so, Jameson, mind if I tag along while you trim the hedges? I mean, it was kind of a very vague innuendo. I don't know. He seemed to smile. I don't know, it made him smile. And I like it when I can make a boy smile. I don't know. Like, I pride myself in that. You should see me in the food court at the super mall on break. Like, I flirt with boys all the time. You know, like the guys from, like, Aunt Mitzi's Pretzels, or, like, the boys from Shoetown. Like, all the staff at the super mall, like, they know me because I'm such a big flirt. Like, I don't even care if they're gay or straight. Like, I'll turn them, honey. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to get sassy on you like that, but it's true. So anyway, like, I'm just kind of, like, watching his features. He's got these really delicate, just, like, slender, like, cheekbones, like, really nice defined features. This very kind of, like, equine nose. I don't know, there's something almost aristocratic about him, even if he is a gardener. Sorry. I can be such a snob. But not really. I mean, I love everybody. So, anyway, so, like, I'm following him around, and I'm trying to, like, press him for more information, but at the same time, I don't want to make him uncomfortable, like, with my whole deal, and, like, everything that's been going on in my life, since I got here. But anyway, so, like, it turns out, like, he was just really vague. But it turns out he's been working there for, he says he's lost count of the days and the months, but it could be upwards of a year. He seemed almost secretive. Like, you know, he kind of pursed his lips, and it seemed like he wasn't spilling the tea on everything he knows that's been going on around here. I took kind of a gamble. I asked him, do you know this girl, Francicia? Like, she lives in the mansion. Cause, and he sort of shot this look at me, and he's like, of course I know her. I felt like I'd pushed a button. I've been pushing a lot of buttons around here, apparently. The only one who hasn't turned on me yet is Francicia, and, at any rate, so, he wouldn't say any more about her. But he did tell me he lives in the mansion as well, and he also told me, there's a number of us who live in the mansion whom you haven't met yet, but we're all aware of you. And I probably should have been more creeped out by that, but he's just, like, really attractive. So that was sort of, the main attraction, or, like, the main treat on my plate, if you will, for lack of a better metaphor. So pretty soon, I felt like I was starting to annoy him, like, just because I was tagging along and asking a lot of questions, and he remarked about that. He's like, wow, you sure ask a lot of questions. But he reassured me, he's like, don't worry, all will be revealed soon. That sounded ominous, but I took note, I kind of put a pin in that, and figured hopefully, you know, his words will come true, and I will have a better understanding of all this crazy shit that I've been having to put up with in this freaking spooky mansion. Like, I'm calling it, you guys. This mansion is straight up spooky. So anyway, oh my god. A lot happened after that. Like, a lot. Like, that was just the afternoon. Like, I can't believe this is still the same day. To be continued, you guys.